I have here about 20 issues of the National Review. I got these from my community library. They were discarded, and so they were just going to throw them out, and they have them on a table, and they put them on the table for about 3 or 4 days, and if anybody wants them, they can take them. They do this, I think, just twice a year, but I always, whenever I see books on that table, I go and I grab as many as I can carry, and sometimes I've been fortunate enough to have a vehicle at the time, so I can get a whole bag of it and take it with me. So I got a number of magazines. I've got some Chem Tech magazines and some chemical and engineering magazines, as well as Nursing Forum, independent, editorials about nursing, and Perception and Psychophysics? Yeah, Psychophysics. Perception and Psychophysics. I've also got another batch of Dark Flame shirts. And you can't really see it with the night vision, but it's white on black, and it looks really cool. I have pictures of my shirts, so you can just look at those. That's what this looks like. Not green. This is Nathan Bridges' copy of UHF by Weird Al. I borrowed it and I watched it. It's pretty good if you haven't seen it. I've got more of these business cards. So I made up this design, and then I actually made up a better design, and then I made up this one because I couldn't find the original design that I have. So this is kind of what my card should look like. So I have a bunch of these. I give them out all the time. So I wouldn't be surprised if some of you have seen them. I'm eating fruit to go. They're fruit leather. I wonder what I'm consuming. No fat, no cholesterol, no sodium. It is 100 pure % fruit snack. Can't even see the ingredients. Oh, there we go. They're under the package label. It says apple and raspberry concentrates, citrus pectin, natural flavor, lemon juice concentrate. So it's lemon juice, this pectin citrus, and apple and raspberry. Wow, this is like pure fruit. It's weird, but it's good for me. I bet it is. I was thinking about getting a job. I've actually been thinking about it for a long time, because Dark Flame Studios needs some financial assistance. I can't pay my bills if I don't get paid. And seeing as Dark Flame Studios is something that's never really been done before, everything that I do is being pioneered. The Dark Flame Concert Cinematography program developed out of the ashes of what was designed to propel it. So even though my concert tour this summer failed, the failure of it gave birth to the program in a way, because even though it didn't follow through with providing the bands and the shows, I still managed to find everything I needed. And I've got quite a few bands that have asked me to come film their shows as a result of this, and I've put together this program sort of because of what failed before, and I can see where the focus needs to be to produce this the way that I want it to be produced. And my whole summer was just a test. It was a leap of faith that I took in investing in this camera that I have here, and it's really nothing huge that I invested in. It was a means to produce, and I spent most of the rest of the summer getting a better computer so that I could put the videos that I was filming on the computer with a better quality. Like right now, I'm not even recording onto a tape. I'm just feeding it directly to my computer. And that's great because it takes less time because I'm not having to import it. And importing takes forever. Like, I don't know. I've this whole summer I had so much to import, and I always had like 4, 5, 15, 22 tapes to import, and I finally got all of them on the computer, and they're all blank, and I have tons of tapes. Now what I need next is batteries. I need a battery or two, actually two preferably, the big thick batteries, not the regular batteries, but the ones that are big and thick. I want to get a light for the top of the camera. I don't know if it's going to be on this one or on my next camera, but I need a light that goes on top. I could probably even tape this thing that I got from China on top of it, but I don't want it to interfere with the on. See, that's okay, I guess, but it doesn't balance. And if I taped it on there, then I'd have to tape around the camera, and that would suck for when I have to change the tape, because I have to take the tape off. So that's not going to work. But what I'd eventually like to do is invest in enough technologies with specific patents and specific designs, and I'll be able to work with companies to develop a camera that feeds video directly onto a hard drive. And sort of the way Windows Media Player and Windows Movie Maker has used bandwidth and kilobits per second to make videos small enough to be transferred on the internet and to be sent to people. I want to be able to set what bit ratio it's at, what quality the picture is, and I want to save it right into a system that organizes it all, and I can just plug it in and access it like a hard drive. And I want to keep this hard drive camera all together. And when I want to be able to film for 2 weeks at a time without having to change the battery, to be able to plug right into any computer anywhere and upload videos. Even to be able to plug in peripherals and edit on the camera. Now that sounds ridiculous, and it would cost a fortune to put this together, but this is a patent idea that I have, and I actually wrote a letter. I didn't send it, but I was extremely angry when this camera broke, and I actually wrote a letter addressed to investors in all the different countries that buy Carl Zeiss lenses. Now Carl Zeiss lens, I guess the main issue was was that I bought a cleaning kit with my camera, and I had left my camera out in the rain on my birthday by accident, and it was soaked. Like, I opened it up and it was dripping inside. It was soaked. But then, I turned it off, I let it dry out, and it worked fine after a couple of days, which was great. Like 2 days off, and it was working again. I got the deal down. And then this happened. I was cleaning my camera lens for the first time with the actual stuff, and I put a little bit of lens cleaner in the eye, and then, or not in the eye, in the lens cap right here, and I dripped it in, and a little tiny bit of it got inside the microphone. Now, my concern is that when it got in the microphone, it did not just destroy the microphone and short that out, but it shut off the entire power system for the camera. Now, why, might I ask, would the camera work after being drenched in the rain for 20 minutes and dripping inside be fine, but when you get a little bit of lens cleaner in the microphone, the whole camera breaks and voids the warranty? Honestly, I think that either it's a very, very simple flaw that has not been addressed in their designs and patents, or it's intentional. Now, maybe I just sound like a conspiracy nut, but I like to question things around me, and I like to ask the tough questions when they come up.